Alrighty then. Is it the... It's this. The first one. Food would be great right about now. Then go grab something to eat or snack or something, Ozzy. Nothing is stopping you. Unless you're not home right now. Let's pull out the records. Okay. How's the game volume? It should be exactly the same as previously. I have not touched the slider, so it should be fine. Alright. What do we have before we jump into the case itself? Okay, first and foremost, this is our defendant, Waki Kitaki. Age 19, the defendant here of the Kitaki family empire and Alita Tiala's fiance, Alita Tiala being this woman. Age of 21, one woman who requested that I defend her fiance. So she's our the person who asked for us, and this is our client. The problem here is we did not get to talk with Waki at all, basically. So we have zero prep time, absolutely no clue whether we can actually trust our client or not. So that's neat. We did, however, talk with this guy, because he kind of did all the talking. Winfred Kitaki, fourth boss of the Kitaki family, Waki's father. Wears an apron. Don't ask. I don't know if his age counts here, but 56. And, yeah, basically, these guys are Yakuza. Basically. But yeah, originally we were doing various little side gigs, kind of like little detective work. We figured out who ran over Phoenix. We found Guy Eldoon's noodle part, and we found Trucy's panties, which turned out to be not the kind of panties that you would think. They were actually a magic prop type of panties. Had too many donuts for breakfast and then had to leave unprepared because my girlfriend called with a broken down car on her way to work. Dang. Well, she definitely had a Monday then. Dang. I'll make something to eat. Something to eat. Oh yeah, I have 2 sets of underwear in my inventory. Huh. Is there anything? All right, now we have the Paul Meraktis' profile here too. He's the guy who's dead. The victim, director of the Meraktis clinic, died pulling the noodle stand. I have no clue what the hell happened exactly. Guy was pulling a noodle stand. That was a stolen noodle stand. And supposedly got... Was he like shot to death? Was it like... Hold on. Autopsy report says time of death June 14th after 10 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet to the right temple. Okay, yeah. Gunshot. Gunshot toe. We're rocking a map, a bowl of a custom-made Eldoon Noodles bowl, decorated with Eldoon Noodles mascot. Is it? Oh, that thing. Yeah, Eldoon Noodles. Mr. Salty. Righty then. The Trucy's magic panties. I have no clue how these are gonna be a thing. We have the cell phone. Don't know whose cell phone this is yet. Found it in Merakti's clinic in the garage beneath the car. Then this mirror belongs to the hit and run car that hit Phoenix. We got this fingerprint powder from Emma. Then we got the knife, also known as shiv, found at the crime scene bearing Walkie's prints. I mean, it probably is his knife, but... or his shiv, my bad. But I still don't understand why they gave us that, because I feel like this probably has absolutely nothing to do. I feel like they're gonna be like, stabby, stab. I'm like, what? He was shot. The victim was shot with a gun. Why do we care about a knife? Plus, the knife was sticking on the ground. The noodle stand, and then another set of undies. Yeah, I'm not feeling very confident with these with today's freaking evidences. Had meeting with my ex-wife and a salesman for the house after, so no food until now because I had to untrash the house and go to the landfill several times. And dang, you better eat something. Dang, sounds like a nasty Monday. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good or better Monday than the rest of us. We're all kind of having one of those Mondays, you know. Me included. I had overwork yet again today. Still surprised that I got home semi-fine. But, you know, pretty tired. I'm gonna rely on you guys a lot in this case. But I'll try my best to stay sharp as an attorney. Well, it's been a Monday. Oh boy, you too, huh, Bob? Oh boy. We're all starting this month with one of those Mondays, I see. Well, hopefully I can cheer you guys up a bit with this. Or maybe we'll fall into a more depression because this case is... we don't have a proper case going on here yet. We don't know what the heck's gonna happen. But yeah. Cheers. Alright, let's get started. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I wanna see. Here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice and I'm fine. That sounds more like a self-mantra than a voice training. I'm fine, you know what I'm saying. Huh? Oh, it's this guy. Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty word, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Should be. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. Because the dad keeps interrupting. Plus the client is an idiot. As far as I know. For now. He's certainly playing the tough guy card. And I'm not buying it at 1 second. If I'll be completely honest. June 16, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Hey, it's the blonde guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Talkie. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Clavier. Ready to rock and roll, Judge. Oh, it's him! The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? Finally home. Gonna get some food now. Something's has not gone bad yet. Nice. You go do that, Ozzy. It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Oh no, not worry, her judge. I wouldn't miss a day in a court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up the chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Technically, if we'll be completely honest, it was Phoenix who bested your brother. We were just kinda there. We were kinda like the trophy boy there. We didn't do really much. See you later. Okie dokie, Ozzy. It was worth canceling a show or two. Dang. Understood. You may give your opening statement for the court. Oh, before that, I was thinking. Is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, or judge. There's not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. I am kinda with the judge here. Oh god, what the hell? Achtung, baby. No, today we played in my way. Hey. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Paul Meraktis, director of Meraktis Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it is undeniably true that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone or justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Oh, do we have a witness? Oh, very well. Please admit this witness to the court. What the? Okay, that's a sick air guitar. I'm not gonna lie, that was a sick air guitar. 9. Not yet. First, there's a little matter of to be cleaned up. Could you talk without a compliment? Accompaniment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Captain? The motive, Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of Meraktis Clinic? Objection! Up. Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh. But what if the defendant specifically requested to do so, as he did this morning? He did what now? He did flipping what now? I want to give a shout of all my homies, I believe he said. What? Voi pieksutaralla, tää alkoi hyvin. What is right? They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with the speed and veracity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. Oh, you, son, are the defendant? Walkie, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to talk, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public office official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You got to hand it to him. Walkie sure has guts. Apollo, same. I'm concerned as well. It's not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Ai, joku. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my OP, something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No, G's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to this. Bad that night. Know what I'm saying? That was really hard to read. You're saying you were one of the victim's patients? A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the streets. True that. I'll tell you one thing, that dog was whack. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. Right. Well. Hold it! First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. West, you pointy locks! Just who do you think you are? You're fucking lawyer, you brat. You're a lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quack, plain and simple. Hold it! By someone you mean... Was there anyone with the score to settle with the doctor? Besides you, I mean. You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangster style. But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, shit back in and listen while I drop it, G-man. Hold it! So you were a patient at the Meraktis clinic half a year ago. For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the rival's family. That's when I pulled a Jack's move. And ran into an ambush. He busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. and ran in 15 minutes before appointed time by yourself. Yo, the brother is a prosecuting? Yep. Clavier is a prosecutor as well as a musician, like a very apparently known musician. Music man. Yeah, it was more than a match for those guys. We were carried to the Renotus clinic from there. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Whoa, what? Shot in the heart? Holy hell. Shot in the heart and he's still alive? I can catch bullets between my teeth. No, you can't, Trucy. Shut up. But I never learned how to catch them with my heart. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper. You know what I'm saying? I would have been cold in it if it weren't for that whack dog. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? This whack that was. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though her doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar straight up. He's a babbler G than me. Better. It's really hard to read out Walkie's lines. I don't know what he's trying to sound like. So this bullet is still... You know it. I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something like that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Shot to the heart, and not too late to give love a bad name. Bad name. Sorry. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. We're a G-man. We're no accident, that's what sizzles. It seems that there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Okay, please consult your lawyer before saying shit. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight. But why did this mistake only make to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was the wackiest thing of all. All of us G lined up taking eye exam and all that. Has he sworn revenge on us for putting his brother in prison? Not yet. But he definitely showed interest in seeing what kind of person did put his brother, or bested his brother. His words, I think. The problem is, it was actually Phoenix. We were just kind of there. Apollo didn't really do anything. We were just the unfortunate lad in between on that situation. You should really be going after Phoenix, not us, to be fair. Better to die young than fade away, bizzo. Relief to hear. Yeah, what's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carried so close to your heart. It's not attended immediately. If not attended immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, Herr Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No, no way! That's whacked! There is proof. Your checkup report. Oh great, can I see that shit too? Walkie's checkup report added to the court report. I wish to see that before we continue. Results from checkup performed in June. Metallic object found near heart. Okay. Name, report, June 14. Metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. Seriously, that's it? Okay. How ironic that you would kill the man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, the rest of us ain't laughing. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's let this gig started. Started? We've had enough of warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Okay, sure, it's quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Like that. Umst. Umst is that? What is it, Swedish or something? I think you're, is German? From German, most likely? Because he said, at one point he said, because he has been saying Fräulein, and, God, what was the other word he used? Anywho, I think it's German. So, you will tell us your name and occupation. Who are you and why are you dressed like you just graduated? Stickler. My name is Wesley Stickler. By occupation, okay, never mind, there it goes. We have another old bag here. I'm not doing anything. Ah, thanks, Fabier. By which he means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days pursuing truth, honing my... Herr Stickler. Please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask quite simplistically. Oh, fucking hell, I hate him already. Shut up and get to the point. If you're trying to sound smart, it's not working. Oh shit, only Herman as a prosecutor. The night I passed through the park of my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Well, he's already talking bullshit there. There was no pistol found. And our client was most likely holding his shiv. aka knife. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Wow, he's full of bullshit. Oh boy, there's like 2 things already wrong about that, see? Wait, help me guys. What is temple? What in the right temple? Does that mean like right lung? Am I stupid? What is temple like in a medical terms? Single bullet to the right temple. I'm just like assuming it's a lung. Don't have many things that are 2. Ohimo. Ah, so it was on the head. But right temple, so a little to the right side more than square in the forehead, like he's saying. But to be fair, our client was only holding a knife. We haven't even found the gun yet, so... Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be the thing, but well, we'll see. Was there anyone else in the park at the time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. Never flipping mind, Clavier has it. The court accepts this into the evidence. Thank you, I would like to look at it as well. Since we were so unprepared for this case. Wow, look at the gun. It's a big gun. Anything out of the ordinary? Oh. Apparently nothing else for now. I feel like we are gonna be using that powder at some point for that. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Trucy? Why are you staring like that at the witness? That man... I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Oh? Okay. So, Trucy might know the witness? Now, before we start pointing things out, let's get some info out of him. On the way home from shopping, you say? Why go through the park? Ah, the fascinating query, revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbose. Man, I hate Stickler. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from the store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMA-AT problem sets. On average, it requires... I don't care. I don't care. No. No. That's enough. Enough. I get the idea. Mr. Justice, the court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month. Please, I have a recording booked after this trial. And I've got a show to perform. Please, sorry you're all so busy. Were there's men talking by any chance? Now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments such as, "You lied to me." Oh, and "I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, pal." It's just as your defendant claims. I believe he witnessed to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart. If that's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony. Looks like he started them clearly enough to me. Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? What now? To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear it on my diploma. What's the difference? And this other man, who was he?
Hold it!
Where were you looking at this from? How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crime took place at night. It would have been too dark. Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier. Huh? You see, in class, I always sit on the very backmost seat. Do you know why? No. Who cares? Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect note. And this relates to your testimony how? I mention it to illustrate my predispositions to that which is perfect. It was dark, you say, yet there are light in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was at the park at that night. It is as hard imputed fact. Oh, you're cool. He sure is confident. He seems to be telling the truth too. Dang it.
Hold it!
Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same as the one just submitted as evidence? Am I sure? Sure that you jest. Or so common witness would be tempted to say. Huh? Yet I am no common witness. Yes, you kinda are. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park. Okay, meillä on itsepätiä täällä. I think he means he couldn't see it that clearly. Thank you, Trucy. My badge for a normal witness. The fact that the pistol was fired before my eyes is insubstitutable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raises his pistol weapon. Shh.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain only one shot was fired? Yes, of course it was one shot. Why do you ask? Aha, the contradiction, finally. Mr. Sickler, according to the court record, the pistol was fired twice.
Objection!
Good eyes, Her Justice. You're cool. Real cool. Huh? Yeah, you really think so? Yet there is no reason why this other shot had to have been fired that night. Meaning? This pistol came from the Kitaki family mansion, yeah? I think I'm not unreasonable to assume the pistol had been fired once before that night. during perhaps another alteraction. He's got a point. Judging from his smug expression, I'd say Prosecutor Gavin has had that answer ready before he even spotted the problem. Seems pretty confident in his testimony. We always make the biggest mistakes when we are most confident. He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it. Right, better give it a testimony another instant. Okay, but now we have run it through. So now begins the moment of figuring out what does the game want me to figure out first. One bundle in the stand, another one facing him. Not bad. Victim died pulling it. Fingerprints were wiped. Oh. That's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna try to press here because we have the knife with the fingerprints of our client, but the gun doesn't have any fingerprints because they were wiped. So maybe I should be pulling to that. I'm gonna try.
Objection!
It is not it. It is not it. Roger that. So we do not wish to point out the knife yet. Okay. Oh, hello, doggy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Monday, or at the very least a decent one. Okay, so we don't wanna use the knife here yet. I lurk for now. Okay, Kisu. Saw them quite clearly. Or maybe we're gonna point out the pistol because it doesn't have any fingerprints on it.
Objection!
It is not the pistol either. Okay. Alright, or at the very least it's not on that point. No. This game certainly makes it harder in terms of like figuring out what does it want me to do exactly here, because this guy is literally telling what he's seeing. But he keeps saying that he saw them clearly.
Objection!
Oh, never mind, it was this. I was thinking about pointing out that he says square in the forehead, but it was a little bit to the right, so I'm not sure really. Is that the thing we're pointing here out, or are we somehow pulling this to the... Did you really see everything, what was happening? Phew, if that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you? Relaxing? I see, Her Justice. Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice.
Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet.
Alright, look at this. The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right, the problem, yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain, it's quite... Okay, there he goes again. Mr. Justice. Yes. What's your objection to these crypto particle things? This is a big time, and you are obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me. No, I'm not obsessed with something... God damn it. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Now do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. The temple? Mr. Stifler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? Apollo, you should be certain here, not, you know, questioning your own self. It is right. Fine.
Objection!
I don't know if it's that good, Apollo. What the heck? I was gonna point out that was he really holding a gun? I think he was holding a knife instead. Justice, Justice. Yes? The tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles? Sure you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to the testimony. Hey, her forehead. Forehead? Let's just imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, her forehead? I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop." And you, Fraulein?
Me? Well, I'd probably scream, eek.
And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder?
The victim turned his head at the last moment.
Ah, yes, thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an adium for the testimonies required.
Part 2.
As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two! I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. At about a cowardly killer and the defendant appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. No, he didn't toss a gun. He tossed his knife, and that's why the knife was sticking on the ground. I see, so you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed. I call bullshit on that, Mr. Wimpy. With composure.
Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that.
That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe this diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something in that nature. And the victim responded by looking at the witness in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck right temple as it's in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University Department of Science. What fucking power, kid? Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh.
So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened?
It can be said that the students of Ivy University know no fear. Bullshit. The moment I saw the pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. Oh, well, that was certainly brave of you. Might have even gotten shot. Eh? Yeah, you certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly would have left the witness wouldn't have left the witness behind.
You said he actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger.
Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed.
Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice?
They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoes through the park. And the victim responded to that clarion call. White.
Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned?
Indeed, I would say about the same time, to be precise.
And the victim didn't ask you for help?
It can't be said he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step.
I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him. Don't say that too loud, Jersey, please.
Hold it!
Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. He was surprised because he was holding a goddamn knife, not a gun. So of course he was frightened because he heard a gunshot and saw the guy get shot. And that's why he fled, because he's also a gangster's kid, so most likely being thought to run away from gunshots. As we can see, human psychology tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. Oh shit. He shot, he panicked, a common tale but true. Unfortunately, before I could take a further action, you didn't truly apprehend the criminal. It all happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time.
Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo?
What?
The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away.
According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes.
In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find.
Fingerprints.
I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go.
Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now?
At least the testimony is getting a little clearer.
Well, she's right on that. Maybe I can find something to use in a new testimony.
Okay.
Where's this pistol? Took action. Well, alright. What I want here is to basically prove that my client was not holding a pistol, because according to this, my client was the one holding the pistol and then he tossed it aside. Ergo, there should be fingerprints still on the gun. But the gun was white from the fingerprints. It does not have any. So there we have a problem. But now it's all about what do we need to present here? Do we present the pistol or do we present the fingerprint powder? I'm gonna test out.
Objection!
Pistol it is. Wait a second. Is this another misleading request? Yet you are so behold to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. What? Come again? Wait, a suck. Oh my god, I don't even want to read this shit. I'm sorry. That app. Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. I am to understand you are objecting to the... Damn it, this is not funny. Yeah, I mean, here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. A common ploy made all the more common, I fear, my privilege of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran.
That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints.
Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there.
I'm not little.
Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein? Eh? What if the killer, defendant, was wearing gloves?
Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo.
He was not wearing gloves. Well, Mr. Justice?
Could the killer have been wearing gloves?
No.
The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing.
The fingerprints were wiped,
Which means some traces of prints remained.
which contradicts your testimony.
If everything happened as you said it did, it would have had time. He wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol.
That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hands and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. Was a knife.
That sounds solid to me.
Well, her forehead. Any of your precious objections? Give me a sec, buddy. I would like to throw the knife at you at this point, but can't yet.
What gives, Apollo? Let's see what that voice training got to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? And what obvious?
When he restated that he saw just now, he said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure that Walkie threw away.
You're right.
You're just confused because pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong.
Well, I can't be said that I'm quite offended. While it is indeed true that I once in my... Okay, there he goes again. What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Yes, we do. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Well, wipe the smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene?
Take that!
Is that a sword? I saw one of those late night movies last night.
Great, sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime. The defendant's prints on it.
His prints?
This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed. Oh, her forehead. You're forgetting two other things you just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-Talkie. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. I mean, yeah, he did say he was gonna, but I don't think he was actually gonna go through with it. So he might get, you know, after this trial, charged with attempt of harming. But, we'll see.
Never underestimate Gavin is the lesson here.
This court will, is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot feet. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Thank you, Judge. From shot to call. Ooh, music picked up. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good confidence. Confidence, I did not read that word correct. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene, 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Why didn't you chase the killer?
He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude of solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not proven the defendant's presence at the scene?
And do we not also know that there was no one else there?
It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Stop smiling like that. You're saying very irritating stuff there, Xavier. But it's hard to take you serious with that smile. Does it not, Mr. Justice? Better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Okay. Let's start pursuing.
Which way did the killer run?
By the time it was clear the killer had noticed me, naturally he ran the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran the opposite direction from Kitaki Mansion.
Achtung! Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home.
All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight.
I was not gonna point out that, to be fair, but Apollo apparently was gonna.
Hold it!
You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of little blood. Nor be so moved by the chemical discovery that one drops one flask upon the lab room floor. Oh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Percy looks like he has something to say.
Wasn't it your first thought to call the ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, the perfect solace and a proof of 3. Okay. He actually looks like he's going to cry. Again, Juicy looking at us.
Hold it!
Can you tell us the details about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could have happened at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. Plus, late at night, it's not odd to think there would have been few people around the park. They just stood there watching. Not much to go on there. Again, choosy looking at us. Okay, if you got something to say, by all means say it. I can find single problem with this testimony. Yeah, but he's flailing like a freaking idiot, so I'm guessing he's lying in multiple parts up there. No. The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor. Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I'd say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well, you may continue with the cross-examination. Was I actually supposed to say no there? Or yes, as in just quit? I'll have to see. Well, I did save, so I could answer differently here, but I feel like this is the moment where Apollo is supposed to use his, like, weird senses. There's nothing fishy about the testimony at all. I think there is. I think the university kiddo is lying in a multiple sense. There are any numbers of ways of explaining the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befits of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No. End of a line here. There we go, hold it. Mitä? Mitä? What? Huh? What? Trucy? Nobody move. What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There will be no verdict in this court, not yet. Wait, one of Kitaki's? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? You don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile. Do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow the pressure from the likes of a judge. I see little point of further aggravating this gentleman. Recess 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. But wait! How did he disappear so fast?
Mitä? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo.
I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for 20 minutes recess. Bailiff, catch the mysterious man!
Mitä? Huh?
Well, huh? I'm going to assume that was supposed to happen. Yes, please. We would like to continue. Same day, 11:17 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Trucy! Trucy! Look quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy? You're okay. I thought... Aw, Apollo's crying.
Don't cry, Apollo.
Good for nothing gangsters. There's some things you don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else...
Oh. Huh? Huh? Minä oon kyllä nyt vähän haloilla päällyt. Did she just screw the court and bought us time?
How the hell did she...
Okay, either Clavier saw through that and decided to play along, or he also got like bamboozled. Also, just a side note, Trucy looks kind of cute without the top hat too. What the heck is that?
Surprised? This is one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat.
These have a ventriloquist? Okay, that's cool. You look marvelous, darling.
He's a big hit at stage at the Wonder Bar.
Yes, I'm a big hit. Ha ha ha.
Well, what do you think? You like it?
You mean you, Trucy? There was something you just don't do. I'm pressing charge. Still.
Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here.
Huh?
Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid.
Oh, it wasn't. The university student was lying at least in 2 parts, I'm pretty sure. But I didn't have anything to prove it with, like evidence-wise.
What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop it from happening, I will.
Trucy, no more staged abductions, okay?
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can preserve what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all I've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back the time when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
All the times there was a contradiction?
Well, I think I remember them, sure. There were 2 times when he made a statement he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. Said the man tossed aside a pistol. But it turned out he wasn't sure. And sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed certain habit.
Flipping the pages, eyes fiddling, looking at the book.
In his...
Okay. Oh. Even more precise one.
Do you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his finger got all tense, then he fiddled with the corner of the page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing game of poker?
What?
I always sat next to Daddy during his big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling.
Dang, Trucy learned the same trick as what Phoenix knows.
You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at her hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Buddy. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long.
Right, so he cheated, but what does that do for us?
I don't believe this. You had to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You had to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth.
Watch a testimony, perceive the truth. The only thing I'm preserving is that I'm going to lose.
Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo.
Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony, preserve his true feelings. Is she serious?
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo.
What was that she said before the trial started? Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, method aside, she did avoid the one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I've made of. Get ready for justice! Let's do it.
Apollo?
You know, I'm starting to think I can do this.
I know you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing.
Huh?
Try to cover for Mr. Hat the best way you can.
I just flew in from the coast. The boys are my arms tired. Right. Yeah, I don't think we can use that trick twice anymore. Gotta love a mod view that shows message history for the past, for like past hour. June 16, 11:40 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Oh, you mean me?
Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Right. Perhaps Fräulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right?
I think he's on to me.
Yeah, I figured. But to be fair, I'll tip Truce's hat for Clavier for not ratting us out. I mean, he could have called the bullshit immediately, but he didn't, so, you know, props to that, I guess. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niches and get straight to the matter. What are you planning for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issues with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor.
Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
Got it. And he's saying the exact same thing. Not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all.
Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
Focus. If only I were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expressions. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? What's this? My bracelet. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow.
I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? We're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Damn, we got a freaking magical bracelet or something? And here I thought Apollo actually had a gift. Never mind, we have a magical doohickey instead. Oh, it's here.
Hold it!
Wait, Apollo! This has to be it.
Wait, you mean the habit? You don't have to be reminded about the book thing immediately. The only time he had the book open was here. Which means this is the place he looks to look for his habit. Don't know how I know, but I know.
Now what?
It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Your bracelet?
I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelets is the way to go.
What's going on? I can see the witness's face expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me?
This is a weird gimmick.
This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing? In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witnesses does.
That's great, but it is kind of freaking me out.
Just look for Mr. Strickler's twitch. It's a habit. You remember it, right?
Sure.
When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with the pages of his book. You got it! Right now you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes... And... Your eyes are sort of bugging out.
But they are.
Just move your focus.
Okay.
Perfect. Now you're ready. Ready for what? Ready to preserve the truth behind the twitch.
Gotcha!
Okay.
I saw it. Just now. I could see it.
But, Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging on the desk is quite bad for my circulations, you know.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the pages of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
Is the pink cell phone his? Because if it is, then that thing was found in the garage.
Hey.
I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask you weird questions? What do I ask? Let's just see his phone. Mr. Strickler, please show me your cell phone.
Oh, why? Whatever for?
Show me and you'll find out.
I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it?
Mr. Strickler, is this your cell phone?
Yeah, where did you get that?
That's the phone from yesterday.
He sure is.
Look, a cell phone.
Alright, this got a little bit interesting. How the hell did Strickler's phone end up in the garage of the Meraktis clinic?
How strange, Mr. Strickler.
Can you explain
why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Wait a minute, what is the meaning of this?
The cell phone was found yesterday in the Meraktis clinic's garage.
Meraktis? Why? That's where the victim lived. That is impossible. Mr. Strictly, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? It is true, I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why I can be said that I called the police from the public payphone. Payphone? You didn't call your cell phone after all. Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Strickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. That's quite away from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Strickler, you broke into Merangtis Clinic's garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into his fellow's garage to commit some crime. I thought I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Merangtis was killed that night. Well, yes, but no, this line of reasoning wants to be against the rules. Yes, it's true I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it at that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to connections with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Strickler to the crime. Yikes. I'm slightly concerned that Clavier over there hasn't said shite. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped at the night of the murder? I think so. Didn't we point out that the clock? I don't know if we have proof, but and figured that that wasn't it. We show the... Hold on. I guess the next one is the showing the freaking car the window piece or the mirror piece. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Dr. Merangtis' car was in the accident. An accident that took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident? It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maractus's car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of the mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in the garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. There you go, Mr. Strickler. The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Strickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night. That's the most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as our suspect in the murder of Al Maractus? No, stop! This is too much! It can't be happening! Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it's worth saying this. No connections has been found between Wesley Strickler and Paul Maractus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. The witness prepared. Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of a guilt. Oh boy. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back, on my way back. And I was walking through the park. I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer and the victim, the stand, and all the clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage. Ah, yes, well, you can see my model of cell phone has a defect. It's given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it along the road, you know. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examiner, please? That's funny. My process didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must have not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Got it. So it's the good old figured it out. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place? Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no reports of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out those free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree. You think sampling free food counts as a religion? In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus clinic. Why, yes, that's correct. That was very suspicious pause there. Mr. Strickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took to the night of the murder. Of course. The supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from there. My home from there takes me past the Renotus clinic. This is probably where I dropped my cell phone. Yet, woe is, I walked on unaware of my loss. And walked right into the fateful park.
Hold it!
Which entrance did you enter to the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say I went in from the entrance close to the Renotus clinic. The same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Well, wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such things, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I could have not missed what happened next.
Hold it!
This part of this testimony is a key, I know it. Try pressing out about the killer, the victim, and the noodle stand.
You know what? What about the noodle stand? You happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of science, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it was a noodle. Yes, that was it. Wow, it's a good thing I asked about that, because that's BS. It says Eldoon. Doesn't say noodle. It says Eldoon. Okay. Well, remembering something quite well sure took you a while to tell us. Thank you for telling us the noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightened. Well, Mr. Justice, what about the sign? Could it be important? Very. But the sign of the noodle stand says noodle. It appears that the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand broth really that delicious? I don't think that's the issue here. I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, I can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some applied to the school merely for the taste of our smart noodles. Wouldn't mind taste of that myself.
Hold it!
So the sign said noodle. You're absolutely sure. Let me be frank. Yes. In fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary. No, the word uncertain. No, shut up. Hmm. I wonder if we even have to go any further. I can just point out this immediately. Think.
Objection!
Seems like I could just point it out immediately. And you're absolutely sure the sign said noodle. Why, just last week my professor offered me this prize. At least you have good eyesight, Strickler. I'll give you that. It read, without a doubt, noodle. You need to go back to the school. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing. Huh? Here was it? Although it wouldn't be a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. I think so. Mr. Strickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand. And to carefully read what the sign says. Yes, doesn't say noodle, doesn't it, pal? Doesn't say noodle even if you were missing a couple letters. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Noodles. Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely noodle, for sure, positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about your eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. Sign he saw changes everything. Eh? He sounds right. What would you say if I told you that there's one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Strickler claims? What? Oh boy, are we? Nanny? I might have played myself here. Oh. From here? From here? Nanny? I say that it was standing here, or this was the claimed spot. But what if this was standing...
Take that!
Aha. Now I know. That's what I wanted to check.
Objection!
There we go. Back to this. Hello, Fable. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Monday. Or at the very least, a decent one. Ämpäriä saatavana. 3 pockets always. I need to redo a part here because I placed him wrong. Work Monday. Yeah. I didn't have a very good Monday. I had to go overwork today. Woke up stupid early and got home late. So, not the best. But, it's better now. It is better. Immensely got better once I got home. I dread to look at my phone to see what I have for tomorrow for my work, but let's see now. I placed this guy wrongly in a map, and that's why I need to do this part again. What he saw it right, but he just saw it from a different point. A4. I'm gonna save. Save again, so I don't have to do that part again. I don't know how picky this game is in terms of, like, placement, but I'm gonna pop him here because this side of the card says El Dunes, but this sign says noodles on this side. So he was actually on... But this is the thing, I don't know how picky the game is. Does it want me to place him here, or does it want me to place him here? I'm gonna put him here. Okay, it just needed to be on the opposite side. Okay, that's good. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign of the stand says El Dunes, as we know. However, flip it on the other side. Observe the other side of the stand. Oh, this side says noodles. Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and the back sign. Mr. Strickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. Yeah, it kind of does, because it makes quite a lot of differences, because he mentioned that the killer, or in this case, our defendant, ran the opposite way from him. And also that he shouted to both of the victim and the defendant while the whole situation was happening, which made the victim turn his head, ergo getting shot into his right side of the skull, basically. But if the whole thing gets flipped, then he should have been shot on the other side of his skull instead. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you'll, well, end up going north. Here from the global scale, directly, utterly, without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. Does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Lucy? Remember his testimony from before? Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where he's leading. Oh boy, here comes the 3D world! The killer and the victim are facing each other's here. And at the moment that the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Strickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. This is exactly what I just said. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple.
No contradictions, right?
Right.
But if Mr. Strickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Strickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, the bullet would have hit his left temple.
Ah.
In other words, someone standing at the point K wouldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
So now that we know that Mr. Strickler was standing on the northern side, the wound's location takes on an entirely different meaning.
Indeed. You're absolutely correct, Fräulein. What meaning?
The entire wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is the north.
Oh! But that's where the witness, Wesley Strickler, was standing.
Correct. So if he was standing to the north, and the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Strickler himself.
Dang, are we pinning the murder on this guy? I mean, that's a way to get us some time, but I don't know. I don't know if Strickler strikes me as a killer, though. But... well, we'll have to see. Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. It flipped the whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Oh wow, Apollo. You're kind of you kind of suck at your job, don't you? I'm sorry, buddy, but you have literally been bested by not only Phoenix, but now his daughter, Trucy, who's literally 15, next to you. It's just using basic deductive skills to figure this shit out. Huh. Well, hey, guys. Good to know Trucy is actually a pretty darn good assistant. Honestly, she could be running this whole thing.
Objection!
Oh, wow. He slammed his fist in the wall. Clarify 1 point for me, if you would, her forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of a murder? You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. Yeah, but we can pin it on him for now and get us some time to figure out who the actual killer is. Oh, please, look aside. I'm really a nice guy. Yeah, my voice. Oh, my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are we gonna do now, Justice? Gonna pin it on this college kid?
Should I really accuse Mr. Strickler?
I do believe we have to accuse of him, but I don't know.
I don't think Wesley Strickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much.
Mr. Strickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. This sticks, her forehead. I'm afraid that falls to you to elucidate her Strickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder, you reason? The court all ears.
Yeah, I know he's guilty of something. What's the crime other than murdering is there? Do you have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime?
Wait, could he actually be the hit and run guy? Could he actually be the hit and run guy? I don't see him exactly a panty thief either, so...
Take that!
I'm gonna try out the car. Okay, not that. Fine. Ah. What if we just straight up go for the murder? Oops. Okay, I don't think it's that. Okay. It needs to be the middle one, but we just need to present the correct evidence there.
I'm gonna do a little save here.
Well, we do have the panties. Didn't allow me to use this. So is it this? Do I need to think this a little bit, like, not as complicated and just present the phone? No, the phone is not. Phone is not it. I can already tell the phone is not it. Yes, I literally could go for the freaking,
Take that!
Oh wow, it was the panties. Yikes. Okay. The evidence is this. What is that woman's underwear?
Hey, those are mine!
Oh god. Is he a pervert? Don't look at me like that! Order! But Mr. Strickler, I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems, Okay. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Meraktis Clinic's garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please hear me out. It's not what it looks like. What? While this is funny and all, this does not help the case. None whatsoever right now. Mr. Strickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it... Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of a murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written like this. Stands for intelligence, stands for valiancy. Your point? I'm not done. Now I'm a major of science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Oh God, I don't like where this is going. Yes, we of the IVU Science Department are valiantly curious.
Objection!
Ayoko. Come on, you're talking about the girls' panties here. No, you do not understand. I'm mystery of the unknown, and the unknown is unpredictable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. Oh God, no. Oh God, he's disgusting. Alright, because they were magic panties. Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then there was a sweat pot and frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. Oh. He's one of the regulars in the audience of the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panty trick. He stole the freaking panties to figure out the magic trick? I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties. It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken? Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Strickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick. You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of a serious study. Hi, Bitsy. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatches in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping. Oh, God. Okay, never mind, he's pervert. Back to that. Nasty. Nasty boy. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Ah, you refer our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but in fact in the north. Also, dude stole on underage kids' panties. Yes. Vois mennä putkaan pariksi yöksi ainakin. You know, we could put him in jail for a couple days. Doesn't need to be that long, but like give him a little dent into his perfect record. You know, in a sense, you know? Indeed. At the very least, give him a lot of like vittu. Sanakatos. Helvetin isot sakot vähintäänkin. Anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, her forehead. Eh? Oh yeah, why would he lie about the direction? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of the murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo? There's something about the way the diagram's arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Strickler was standing, isn't there a... Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show that the witness lied about his location?
Lied about his location. What do they want me actually? Where he was standing.
The evidence that shows why he lied is this. I'm guessing, because it's literally the only evidence we haven't used yet. So I'm guessing it has to be it. Plus, it was found in the trash can, so... If I remember correctly, there was a trash can in that place. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, her forehead? Don't start with us, okay? These are the last, honest. These were found in the trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Strickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unreveal the mystery of the universe. I can't even unreel a pair of panties. So these panties are your handiwork as well? That night I had been chased, haunted into a Meractis Clinic's garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? You're a nasty piece of work. Please shut up. Believe me, I'd rather not. I'd hid in the garage for a short while. Then abandoning the panties, I made for a home. Avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently didn't know those bloomers belonged to a mob. I had them safe in my pocket ready to take home. And I stumbled about a murder. The murder of Dr. Meractis. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes. It was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. Fascinating. It's a disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness from the remains of the trial. Me too, Judge. Me too. One last thing, if I might. Oh yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of whether we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Walkie-Talkie, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at a victim. One more thing. Walkie-Talkie has a clear motive. Indeed, the defense Walkie-Talkie is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene of the crime. Yet the mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both of the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Ooh. I made the right choice last time quitting where I did, because I'm looking at the clock and oh boy. There we go. Double saving. June 16th. 2:23 p.m. Writes Anything Agency. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of the trial alive.
Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too.
Everyone was too obsessed with the panties to bother with the real case.
But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. Come, Polly.
Yeah, no time to do that, but okay.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance.
Hi, folks. He'll be here all week. That's enough of him. And Alita's back.
Hello? Oh, Miss Diola. Thank you for today. The trial went well.
Define well. Alright, no problem.
You think Walkie will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty yet.
Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh, congratulations. Ah, way to put the pressure on a guy.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Alright. But I think I'm gonna end it there, and next time we're gonna continue with the investigations. You know. That's